everyone. Today I'm going to explain how the pretzel wagon came to be a business. As some of you might not know, my family sells pretzels at fairs and festivals, just local events here in Michigan and Indiana. My grandma and grandpa started selling pretzels under the name the Pretzel Wagon in 2000. I was born in 2000, so that means I've literally been around the pretzel making business my whole life. We currently have 4 trailers. We do about 50 to 60 shows, which would be like fairs, festivals, music events, different things like that. Uh, most most of the shows are actual fairs that we do. We do only shows in Michigan and Indiana, so like uh, every county fair around here anyway, like St. Joe County, LaPorte, Cass, Berrien Springs, Elkhart, South Bend, like Argus down a little farther south, Mason County, which is Lansing, Genesee, which is like Flint County, and Shiawassee, which is in between Lansing and Flint. So we do a lot. We do like the little festivals that Elkhart has, like Rap City and Green on the island down in Elkhart. Uh, like I said, a lot of them we do a lot of shows. Uh, Basically, if you can think of one, we're probably there. That's just how the business goes. If you're well known at one show, then another show tries to contact you to try to get you to come down there, especially if you have a really good product. The Some of the bigger fairs that we do is like Elkhart County Fair, which is tied normally with another fair towards eastern Indiana for being one of the biggest fairs in Indiana. We have 2 trailers down there. We do really good. And then the biggest fair that we do in Michigan would be the Berrien Springs Fair. It's not physically the biggest fair, but it's like one of our best fairs as far as selling the actual pretzels. Uh, my grandma and grandpa have been doing Berrien Springs since the very beginning, in like 2001. And Elkhart County Fair we've done since like 2005. So you get a really big following, especially since we do all the local fairs around here. People travel. Word of mouth is a really big key, and just having a really good product that tries to bring people back time and time again. We've had stories of like people at Cass County uh, have been they've been in 4-H when they were younger 20 years ago, and then now their kids are in 4-H and they're still buying pretzels all the time. So that's a really big good thing that happens in this business. As far as the actual pretzels go, we mix our own flour. We have our own shop, and we buy flour from like Sam's Club, and that's about it. As far as that goes, I mean, we package it in bags of flour. A bag is normally like anywhere from you get anywhere from like 10 to 14 pretzels out of the bag of flour, which is enough because we can't have a gigantic mixer in the trailer. That's just a sort of a littler industrial one. Uh, the whole making of the pretzel goes. We have the flour, and then in the mixer we mix it with water and then a couple other things that I can't spoil because it is a family recipe. Uh, I mean, people know it, but not really. Uh, and then once the flour is mixed in the mixer, we have to let it rise just like any dough for like if you're making bread. It normally takes about an hour for it to be fully risen, but you can normally roll it out if you only let it rise about half an hour, 45 minutes. But sometimes it's a little bit tough to get 14 pretzels out of it and not just 10. And then after that, we bake it in our industrial ovens with like 4 or 5 burners in it, so it only takes like 10 to 15 minutes to cook a pretzel. That helps us get product out really fast. And then that's about it. And then it goes into a warmer and we sell it. We try to sell pretzels that aren't any older than 25 to half an hour old, straight out of the oven. So that way they're fresh and soft, which is what the hot soft pretzel is supposed to be. As far as what we sell in the pretzel wagon, we sell white and wheat pretzels for $5. It comes with butter on it on a plate. And then we have toppings that are $1, which include cheddar cheese, cream cheese, caramel, and vanilla icing. Sometimes if you go to some fairs and festivals, they like marinara sauce, so sometimes we carry that. Not all the time though. And then we have free toppings that are on the side, like sweet mustard, which we make our own sweet mustard. My grandma's made it for 20 years. And it's one of my favorite things to eat with a pretzel. Hot mustard is like a Belgian mustard. It's pretty good. And then we just have regular mustard. Cinnamon sugar, Parmesan cheese, sour cream and onion, and garlic are like a powder option that we have that's free. I'd say the most popular things to eat on a pretzel that people buy are just a regular pretzel with butter and cheddar cheese. That's the most common thing. If nobody's ever tried one before, to tell them. That's one of my favorites too, is pretzel with butter, cheddar cheese, and if you put the sour cream and onion in the cheese, then it's pretty good too. I don't know why, that's just one of my favorite things. Sour cream and onion is not a massive option that people eat all the time, but it is a pretty good one in my opinion. If you eat a pretzel with cream cheese, most people say it tastes like a bagel, like in the morning, and that's a pretty popular option if people get like a pretzel for breakfast. A lot of 4-Hers will eat breakfast on the fairgrounds, and a lot of them will eat it, make their own breakfast in their campers, but the cream cheese is a pretty good option for breakfast time. And other than that, those are like the main options that people eat at the fair when they ever have them. So if you're ever at St. Joe County Fair in Centerville or Cass County, whatever fair you like to go to, we're there. It's a yellow trailer with a big pretzel on the side of it. It'll say the pretzel wagon. Don't be afraid to come up and say hi. Say Clark sent you from public speaking class, fall of 2020. Yippee. Have a good night.